I have no words for this. Originally, I was just going to leave this alone and continue to do my regular videos, but since this is slowly starting to become a real issue that could threaten everyone that uses the internet, including me and you, I have to say something about it. And it can all be summed up in this video right here. Now before we begin, I'm going to explain a little bit about what net neutrality is. Net neutrality prevents big-ass companies from slowing down your internet or blocking you off from certain websites. Net neutrality gives us the many freedoms we have on the internet. For now, at least. For some reason, this guy wants to take all that away. He is going out of his way to get rid of all these features, and for what? So companies like Comcast or Sprint can put more money into their pockets. I don't understand this. And yet it's still happening because of this guy. Like Ajit, whatever. But hey, this guy lists a couple of things you can do on the internet without net neutrality. So let's just sit down and listen to what he has to say. Maybe he has some good ideas.
Hi, I'm Ajit Pai. I'm the chairman of the FCC. Recently, there's been quite a bit of conversation about my plan to restore internet freedom.
Your plan to restore internet freedom. You plan to restore internet freedom by killing off net neutrality and taking that freedom away. Can you explain that, please?
Here are just a few of the things you'll still be able to do on the internet after these Obama-era regulations are repealed. You can still gram your food.
Gram your food? Gram your food. You mean Instagram? Ah, I get what you mean. You can still take pictures of what you're about to eat and put it on Instagram, huh? Well, I'm going to show you this picture right here. This is what can happen without net neutrality in place. This is just an example. I mean, it may be better, it may be worse, but I'm going to use this as an example. So, instead of getting to these websites and apps for free, guess what? You gotta pay for it instead. If you want to use Instagram, you gotta pay $10 every month. That also means you gotta pay $120 every year to use things like Instagram. So that point is off the table. Moving on.
You can still post photos of cute animals, like puppies.
Okay, so you're essentially just restating your first point of just taking pictures or selfies and putting them on the internet. Again, unless you're willing to pay this much, you're not going to be able to do that. Also, does anybody else think this is emotionally pandering?
You can still shop for all your Christmas presents online.
Well, not if you want to use sites like Walmart or Amazon, which you'll most likely have to pay for. Now remember, this is the guy that is planning to follow through with this bullshit system.
You can still binge watch your favorite shows.
Oh, really? Well, let's go to the chart. Let's say you want to go binge watch something on Netflix. Well, you gotta pay $10 a month just to get on the website, on top of the $10.99 people have to pay for you to use the service every month as well. So let's do the math. This means in order to fully use Netflix, you have to pay $20.99 every month. $251.88 every year. This is fucking insane! And for some reason, this guy cannot figure out that paying this much to get to these websites that we can use for free right now makes no fucking sense at all.
You can still stay part of your favorite fan community.
Okay. So let's say you want to go to a site like DeviantArt and post like a fan drawing or something. Well, guess what? You gotta pay for that shit. Let's say you gotta pay $30 a month to use DeviantArt. That totals up to $360 a year. On top of additional charges like having a core membership.
You can still drive memes right into the ground.
Oh, that meme hasn't been dead for like 4 years. You're not even trying at this point, are you? And that's pretty much it. So what do we learn here? We learn that after net neutrality ends, certain companies can slow down our internet speed, charge us with ridiculous prices that are either much lower or for free right now, and Ajit Pai desperately tried to use dead memes and emotional manipulation to draw people towards his side. Even though he clearly does not give a shit about any of us, or how this could affect us. If he did, his idea of killing off net neutrality would have never been brought up in the first place. I'm only going to say a couple more things before I'm done. First off, I'm not going to be one of those people who sends death threats to the guy, because I know that's the wrong thing to do here. Even though I still really hate what he's doing. Second, just because the FCC took his side, it doesn't mean it's all over. I'm still going to do whatever it takes to fight this, because something like this will affect everyone. But I don't expect this guy to care, because all he cares about are dollar signs, whether it's right or wrong. That's why we need to stand up and fight this, so something like this will never see the light of day. That's all I gotta say. This is Wiiteen Chili and Chili Incorporated here, and I want to say, I want to save net neutrality.